Hello everyone, Max Benz from Central Plains Weather Center. Here to look at a short range and long range update for the Central Plains. First thing we gotta look at is the October month to date temperature anomaly. And man, it's been cold in the northern plains, the Central Plains, even down to parts of Texas, the South Central Plains, Southern Plains. Even in the west, it's been pretty cold. And again, this warmth in the east, I think it's not going to hold. It's definitely going to get washed out by this cold. And what I'm looking at is a top 5 coldest on record Octobers across the CONUS nationwide. And what I've seen from research is a cold October can often lead to a cold November. As we look at the latest European operational run, you can see right now we have a trough starting to dig into the east. And again, there's a ridge building out to the west of it. So we are going to have a brief warm-up this weekend with highs likely in lower 70s to even upper 70s, even to even 80 degrees in parts of Kansas. So again, brief warm-up this weekend. We get another reloading trough in the north to come down, and this is a pretty big cold front by Halloween. Right now, not looking like a major weather event. Probably a strong cold front, plus potentially some rain. Right now, too late for Pacifics about snow or anything. Keep me updated on that. And again, that's gonna change the next couple of days. So again, stay updated with me on Twitter and everything. As you go through time past that, we get another big time deep trough to dig down. And again, when you see this trough deep into a 540, that's some pretty big Arctic air coming down from Canada. So what likely we're going to see is pretty cool temperatures again continuing the first part of November, and you can see it just turns into a big trough digging it down to the Ohio Valley, and it kicks off northeast. And again, this pattern is hanging around. You see the central United States trough. What you're going to get is cold, especially here in the Central Plains. As we compare the GFL small from 12Z, it's the same thing again. Some lingering warmth this weekend. It gets the trough over here. What this does though is instead of having this trough, northern extreme trough, kind of connect to the southern extreme trough, what happens is you get these two to separate a little bit, and you get a cutoff low to develop from the EP or from the GFS. What happens is after that happens, you get the northern extreme trough and the southern extreme trough to combine, and it gives you a nice big cold shot. So I do think there is cold and Arctic air on the table for the 2nd of November and continuing on into the first part of November. And again, I'm not going to go past 240 for the GFS. It's not worth it. It's going to change a ton after 240, so there's no reason to go past it. If we look at the EPS data, this is basically an ensemble mean of all the European ensembles together. And they show, again, the deepening trough in the central United States, again, leading to Arctic air, potentially even colder than that. Again, a big-time storm system, especially here in the Central Plains, Missouri, Illinois. And again, when you're in the northwest flow from this trough, it brings down pretty big cold air from Canada. And as we continue on through here, again, you can see a trough to kind of weaken out a bit, but there is still a trough here around the 4th of November. As we head through time, again, the trough starts to kind of shift east, and there could be another brief warm-up before we see another big-time cold shot around the 10th of November and going on to late November. Also, what I want to show you is the EPO right now. So the EPO is forecasted to go down to negatives as we head through the first part of November. It does try to go back to the positive. Again, these forecasts 10 days out, they're going to change. Even 2 days ago, this EPO was negative, and right now it is positive. So that's going to is really going to hinge on how far this cold air can last. Is it going to sustain itself? But there is another negative dip potentially here around the 10th of November, which again could lead to a big storm system, and also cold here in the Central Plains. And the AO consistently staying negative. That helps us with the cold air to stick around. I do think it does stick around if we do keep this AO negative and the EPO negative for the November. And here, the next thing I want to show you is for entertainment purposes only, not forecast. Here's the latest European weeklies through December the 10th, my bad. December the 10th. And it is a pretty active pattern. Again, And for entertainment purposes only, it's 20 inches of snow. Not saying it's going to happen again. It's entertainment purposes only, not a forecast, but it kind of shows you the kind of general pattern we're going into. As active subtropical jet combined with the trough from the north, bringing some cold air down, could lead to some pretty wintry precipitation here as we head into November. Just want to give you a little update on that. Again, it does look to turn cold in November. The question is, what can we see as precipitation types in November? Again, that is it for the long range video. It's going to be a couple of days of warmth here, then it's going to turn colder into November. So, hope you guys had a great day, have a great evening, and goodbye.